The sun is dying and there's only one shot to save us, and it comes in the form of Ryan Gosling. Today on Popcorn and Root Beer, I'm going to be breaking down the worldwide phenomenon, the blockbuster smash Project Hail Mary. Let's get into it. Welcome into a really special episode of Popcorn and Root Beer. This is our first of hopefully many quick movie reviews where if you're not really looking for one of our 1.5 to 2 hour deep dives of movies, that we can give you a quick rundown of movies that are currently in theaters that are really captivating audiences, and we hope that we can captivate you for this short time. My name is Steve, and I am the host of Popcorn and Root Beer, and I am really excited to break down Project Hail Mary. Ryan Gosling's, I think, magnum opus at this point. It is the greatest performance of his career. He put on a stellar acting just clinic for us here with this one. I know what you might be thinking. This has been out for a month. This is not news, but I'm here to tell you that even with a month of it being in theaters, it still deserves audiences going in droves to go see this movie, because it's finally something that is so different, so ambitious, so bold, that it caught my attention. It made me want to go see it again and again and again. And my co-host Jake again and again and again. And we will be doing a deep dive of this movie on the Popcorn and Root Beer channel. But I want to talk about this in a shorter form for you guys. So what is this movie? It is based on the 2021 novel by Andy Weir, same guy who wrote The Martian. So if you saw the Matt Damon flick where he's trapped on Mars, you kind of get the idea that this is a solo person, an everyman stuck in a situation that he really shouldn't be. And Ryan Gosling plays the everyman in his character Grace to perfection. He is sent to outer space. The sun is dying, and something called astrophage is kind of eating away at our sun, dimming it, causing it to not give us as much heat. And scientists have come to him and said, essentially, in 30 years, we're going to be facing a new ice age. People are going to be starving. The world will inevitably turn into a nuclear holocaust as resources dry up and die. So where The Martian is a survival story, Project Hail Mary is something a little different, a little more deep, a little more heartwarming. It's a friendship story, and that's what makes it so special. The structure, it's so clear. It's Gosling, the ship, and Rocky, and that's what we get. And I want to say right off the rip here, this should be Gosling's Oscar. I can't imagine there will be a performance this year where someone will have to put an entire movie on his shoulders, and he will carry it with the level of competence, the level of talent, the level of charm that Ryan Gosling did. It was amazing to watch. It was inspirational to me as a movie fan, as someone who wants to work in the industry. It was so great to watch. And one of those performances that I think in 10 years, 20 years, we're going to look back on as maybe a defining one of this generation of movies. Of the 2020s, we may look at this and kind of put it in that Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and then this Ryan Gosling for Project Hail Mary, and that's going to kind of be what we talk about. Like, this will be like we did with Hanks in Forrest Gump, or De Niro in Goodfellas. Like, it's just one after the other. It's just this, every beat, every scene, he is in it, and he makes you feel whatever emotion he needs you to feel, you will feel along the way. So let's talk about the plot a little bit. So, as I said, and spoilers ahead, if you haven't already gotten the spoiler warning, here's another one. Gosling goes to space. Gosling is sent to space. He doesn't go, as we learned throughout a series of flashbacks, he was not supposed to be there. He wasn't supposed to be there. He did not go of his own accord. He is sent to space because he is one of the few people who understands how this stuff, this astrophage, works, what it is doing, how it operates. He is sent into space to figure out why. As he's up there, he meets up with this alien spaceship that, in a series of comedic moments, tries to communicate with him. And eventually, we meet Rocky. He is a 5-legged rock that kind of runs around like a spider, or like cousin, like thing from Wednesday or the Addams Family. And he was sent by his people, Gosling by his. Rocky had a bunch of other Rockies, essentially, with him that unfortunately did not survive their trip, and it is revealed why throughout. They are sent and they need to team up and figure out how to save their planets, why their stars are dying, why their suns are dying. As they do that, as they continue to experiment and look, they find a planet. They find a planet that, for some reason, its sun isn't dying, and they were wondering what is the connection between the two. So after they go and they figure it out and they go to this planet and they try to collect their samples and they do that, this is where the movie kicks it into like the climax of the movie. The ship is spinning out of control. Things are going wrong. We get the heartbreaking moments, the all is lost moment. You kind of get through it. I want to be as fair as possible. There are some things that didn't land as well, and this is where it didn't land. It's a third act issue in that they go to the well multiple times to really kind of put us in a sense of like, they're not going to make it, they're not going to make it, they're not going to make it. Problem is, you can do that once, you can do that maybe twice. Once you start doing that a third time, it starts to bog down the movie. And I think this is where, if I could cut 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, I would probably say, hey, listen, you get like, just do one like real bad thing has happened. Because we had so many revelations throughout that also add so much drama and so much intensity to the movie. We didn't need this other thing. We didn't need this big, over the top, like, are they going to make it moment repeating itself over and over and over again. It's essentially a series of climaxes stacked one on top of the other on top of the other, and it just kind of oozes out, and you lose that momentum that you had built and all of that feeling you had built throughout the movie. But this is a fantastic movie, and it's a friendship movie, and I think we got maybe the best space friendship of all time, if you don't count Buzz Lightyear and Woody, of course. He is a space ranger. I've talked a lot about Gosling, really deservingly so. But Rocky and the voice acting behind him really brings so much comedy and heart to the scene, and a deviation from the books for sure, where there is inflection and there's emotion almost behind his voice. It's not supposed to be, but it's subtle, but it's enough that you notice it. He inflects when he asks a question, and that's the kind of thing that, you know, you wind up allowing and suspending disbelief, and you feel good about it and you enjoy it. And I think people who read the book and who didn't read the book are both going to enjoy this movie immensely. I have not read the book. My boyfriend has read the book, and both of us really, really loved this movie. We both had nothing but like rave reviews for this. So yes, does the plot kind of not drag, but fall into a few pitfalls along the way in the third act? Sure. But between Rocky's character and Gosling's acting and the emotion you feel, you will go through the entire cycle of emotions. I'm telling you, you will laugh, you will cry, you will whoop and cheer, you will sit there and clutch your chest as you're waiting to see if this is going to work. And at the end of it, you are going to walk out of there and you're going to say, that was a fucking movie. That was something that I needed to see, that I loved to see, that I'm so happy that I saw. Nicole Kidman is not lying. We come to this place to laugh, to cry. It all feels good in a place like that, and that is the magic of movies, and Project Hail Mary nails it. So final rating, Project Hail Mary, giving it a solid 8.7 out of 10, and I am a notoriously hard grader. For anyone who is a regular on this channel, you know I usually grade things pretty low. Anything over an 8, I'm saying that's a must watch on your movie nights. Absolutely should see it in theaters. Go watch it now. 8.7 out of 10. Absolutely phenomenal job. And that is going to do it for me here at Popcorn and Root Beer. Another episode in the books. And I hope you guys are enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this quick review, this breakdown of Project Hail Mary. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about it. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. We got so much coming your way. Like I said, me and my co-host Jake will be doing a full deep dive hour 45 episode for you guys. So until next time, guys, my name is Steve. That's a wrap.